For all my viewers, I've been telling you that if you want some excitement, this is the sport you need to watch, because this is one sport where the sport comes to you, you don't come to the sport. This is a sport where we take it to the streets, because this is historical, what we just saw. And you don't know what's coming up, because coming up is a team which has not played a game as yet in 3BL Season 3. So put your hands together and please welcome Team Kolkata Warriors! Kolkata in purple jerseys, haven't played a game as yet. It's going to be their first one. This is Kolkata Warriors for you, ladies and gentlemen. They've got 3 players, and playing against Kolkata Warriors, of course, the team that has played 1 game today in Conference B. Please put your hands together and welcome from the Far East, Aizawl Legends! This is going to be a good competition, 3-on-3. This is going to be perfect. No change for both the teams. And this is what the game is. Can I please have the captains, both of them from Kolkata Warriors and Aizawl Legends, to please come forward for the toss. This is one match to look at. This is heads and this is tails. Who's calling? Kolkata Warriors called heads. Heads it is. Kolkata Warriors win the toss and will take the ball. This one's going to be a quick one.
Thank you, Rishi. Kolkata Warriors have 3 players, and as do Aizawl Legends. Aizawl have had a warm-up game so far, but Kolkata Warriors have come now with fresh legs. What is going to happen? We have to wait and watch. Kolkata Warriors is being represented by number 8, Sahaj Kumar Rajesh Bhai Patel, who is the big man there. Amarendra Naik wearing jersey number 1. And David Carlos, the Dunk King from Philippines, wearing jersey number 3. Aizawl Legends have Palpreet Brar wearing jersey number 15, and Udrik Pereira wearing jersey number 6. And Lalrina the Wizard Rentley with jersey number 22. This is going to be quite a cracker of a matchup, because we are going to at least hope to see some high-flying action from the Dunk King, David Carlos himself. But he is going to have to contend with the big man in the paint, which is Palpreet Brar, who is not going to allow anything to happen under his watch, at least under the board. And what a game it was. We can't stop gushing about the game that was played by the wingers duo of Vishesh and Abhyudaya Yadav. And it is time that Vishesh earned his own nickname, the mighty Vishesh Brigavanshi. That's what he is. Abhyudaya, the worm Yadav, made sure that he found those gaps and made life a misery for Chennai Icon on the floor. Kolkata Warriors, can Sahaj Kumar Patel do anything to stop Palpreet Singh Brar? An experienced hand. A few more pounds may have helped Sahaj Kumar Patel in his campaign, but it remains to be seen how he is going to stop Palpreet. And Udrik is in fact a big man himself, but Udrik is now playing outside, making space for Palpreet in the paint. David Carlos, Amarendra Naik as well, finding the open man there, but losing it. Lalrina, it's going to be Aizawl Legends ball. Lalrina, Palpreet tries a putback, but Sahaj is there to pick up the rebound. Udrik will spot up for a jumper. Missing it. David is there to pick up the rebound. And that is David, who did attempt a difficult shot. Couldn't make it. Udrik is there outside to attempt for 2, but this one is nowhere near the mark. Both teams scoreless, still trying to find their way and get a feel of this game. Both playing with 3 players each. No respite. While one has a set of fresh legs, the other one is warmed up already after a rough first game. Sahaj Kumar draws a foul this time, and the foul has been conceded by Palpreet Brar. Sahaj sinks the first free throw and puts up the first point on the board for his team. Palpreet with the rebound. Great defensive efforts there by Saj and Naik, rushing Palpreet and making it tough for him to take those shots off. Palpreet will go to the free throw line. It's his turn to do some damage now and put up those points on the Legend scoreboard. Missing it. David has the ball. David Carlos of Philippines. Amarendra Naik. Almost but not quite. Lalrina trying to split the defense but kicks it out to Palpreet. Palpreet who will force his way inside, but Sahaj is there standing his ground and conceding a foul. So Palpreet will go to the free throw line again. That is a clear foul. There's no way that Sahaj could have stopped Palpreet. And makes it Palpreet. The first point to Aizawl on the board. Naik sinks 2 for him for Kolkata Warriors. In return, Lalrina attempts one, but Sahaj is there to pull down the rebound and gives it to David Carlos. Carlos trying to go inside, drops it to Naik inside. Udrik Pereira is there trying to block that shot, and Naik did manage to draw a foul off Udrik's arms. Naik for the free throw. An air ball. Naik, you can do better than that. Air ball for a free throw is not okay, Naik. But the wing factor might just be something that they have to contend with. Palpreet, rebounded by Saj. Lalrina not happy with the call. David Carlos. Saj. Passing to the open man, which is Naik. Naik not in control, and that was a shot clock violation. So it's going to be Aizawl Legends ball. Aizawl Legends trailing by 2. Saj, to his credit, is playing a tight defense and a double teaming Palpreet every time he gets the ball. Kolkata Warriors concede another foul. Palpreet tries to go in and he makes it a nice light touch. Palpreet ensures that it sinks. Naik with a jumper. Rebounded. Palpreet has it. Kicks it out to Lalrina. The Wiz spotting up for a jumper. Makes it. Shot counts. It's an and one. The scores are level. 7 minutes 39 on the clock, and Kolkata Warriors have conceded 4 fouls already, but Aizawl Legends are not too far behind with 3. The Wiz sinking another, adding another point. They've taken the lead for the first time in the game. Saj with a jumper. A soft touch, but he draws a foul. So Saj is going to go and take a free throw. Saj sinks that one and equalizes the score once again with 4. Wizards ball. Spinning and tries to split the defense, kicks it out to Udrik. Udrik tries to take it in and kicks it out to Palpreet with a long one. Nice jumper, nothing but net. Carlos wishing he could direct the ball and get it into the hoop, but unfortunately it wasn't on target. Lalrina passing it to Palpreet in the traffic, but Palpreet almost missing it. And checked by Saj. Whoa, Saj loses his balance and falls on Palpreet. So he is going to get 2 free throws for this because that was a 2-point attempt there. And hopefully Palpreet will be able to convert these 2 attempts. No, it's going to be just 1 throw for Palpreet, but he puts it off the glass and picks up that 1 point that he missed via the free throw. Saj quickly turning and tries to get up a jumper, but he's not able to make it. Oh, no look pass to Palpreet. But Lalrina managed to lose the ball. It was a timeout now. Aizawl Legends lead by 2 and Kolkata Warriors have 4. Both teams playing with 3. Sahaj doing his very best to ensure that he matches Palpreet up toe-to-toe, eyeball-to-eyeball. And while Palpreet brings on the muscle, Saj is able to bring in the speed and the quickness. Kolkata Warriors looking to split the defense. That's David Carlos, but Sahaj is there to try and put back. But Naik is there to pick it up and sink one in of himself for adding 1 to his score. Palpreet takes it to the hoop, but he's fouled in the process by Saj. And this is exactly what Palpreet will be trying to do, is to get them to concede those fouls and make sure that he gets to the free throw line. 6 fouls already for Kolkata Warriors. Missing the first one. A lot of fouls being traded. Aizawl have 6 points, while Kolkata Warriors have 6 fouls. Kolkata have 5 points and yes, a high one off the glass. David Carlos manages to level scores there. My apologies, they haven't level scores, but still trail. Aizawl Legends have one more. David Carlos seems to have gotten hurt in the face in that tussle. Hopefully it's not bad. It's the eye. Seven points to Aizawl Legends. Kolkata Warriors have 5. Kolkata Warriors in foul trouble. Lalrina spotting up for a jumper and nothing but net. Nice floater there. 8 points to Aizawl. David trying to find Naik inside. Palpreet unable to capitalize on that. Saj manages to hold on to it. Another opportunity for Saj, but Udrik is there to pick it up. Quite a closely contested game. A bit of confusion in the scores. exactly what they are arguing. They are talking about the fact that they should have had 8 on the scoreboard because Lalrina made a jumper. And that didn't seem to be taken into account over here. That's 5 minutes 34 on the clock remaining, and Kolkata Warriors have 6. Lalrina's jumper is the one that seems to be in question. The league commissioner, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, and the director of YKBK, Ms. Prerna Sharma Bakshi, both of them conferring. Naik being stripped of the ball. Udrik is being warned that, no, you can't do that, not yet. You'll have to give him the time to hold the ball. Naik quite amused by the entire thing. David Carlos dropping it to a cutting Naik, but Palpreet was there to disrupt the proceedings. But will that be a goaltending? Oh, but a foul has been called on Saj Patel's attempt. So Saj will go to the free throw line, an opportunity to level scores this time with a free throw, which is not something he's able to. Palpreet is there to grab the rebound right from the basket. Udrik with an air ball, and David Carlos was right there to pick it up. David taking it to the hoop, but Naik is there to put it back inside. Scores level once more. Udrik with a missed attempt, but he's there to take his own rebound, kicks it out back to Palpreet. Palpreet under the basket and slams it in, makes it look easy. Another point for Aizawl Legends. Naik with an air ball. And since a foul has been committed, Lalrina will take the free throw. He's got 2 throws now. So he sunk the first one, giving Aizawl another point. That's 9 points to Aizawl. And that's a 10th point as well. Very cautious free throw attempts, but definitely making the impact that they need to be making. Lalrina trying to split the defense, but no, he'll play it safe and stay outside. Udrik. Palpreet with a long 2, unable to make it. Lalrina returns with the 2. But the shot will not count, so that's a foul that has been conceded by the Warriors. So Lalrina will go to the free throw line. Very quickly, there's a 3-point difference that separates these two, and Legends have a slight edge over Warriors. Missing 2. David Carlos manages to tip it and keep it with his team. Naik for a long 2, and he makes it well within reach. Just a 1-point difference. Lalrina takes it in, kicks it out. Udrik spotting up for a 2. That's an air ball, but Saj is there to get a piece of that. A timeout has been called. 4 minutes 14 on the clock. It's definitely a close game. It's not over till it's over. This could very well go down to the buzzer. Both teams hustling and struggling. Naik's 2s and putbacks have come in very, very handy for Kolkata to stay in the game. And we can see our match commissioner, Mr. Norman Isaac, there at the officials table, a stalwart in his field. Lalrina, the whiz with the ball. Muscling his way inside, but unable to make it. Sarge is there to pick up the rebound and gives it back to his mates. David Carlos taking it inside. Ball tipped out of bounds by Udrick Pereira from behind. Whose ball is it going to be? There is a bit of an argument as to whose touch it was. It is going to be Kolkata Warriors ball. Naik going to take the ball possession. To David Carlos. David tries to go past Udrick. Udrick concedes a foul. And now David Carlos is going to savor the pleasures of going up and drawing that foul. He will now have 2 free throws. That's coming up his way right after this. Both teams on a timeout right now. A lot of discussions. They have managed to keep the game close so far. Good hustle. David's turn to equalize and then take it one step ahead by picking up a lead if he sinks both these free throws. Makes the first one. David Carlos is the dunk king, and he has won several events across the world, dunking competitions. And he has had quite the journey so far, having recovered from a very bad bout of COVID. David had just 1 month to prepare and make it to a FIBA event where he did win the dunk competition, redeeming himself after a 2-year break from the pandemic. Palpreet setting himself up and sinking that one. 11 all. Naik, but Sarge is there to put it back inside and give his team another point. A missed pass there, turnover right into the hands of waiting Sarge. Sarge spots up for a jumper and nothing but net, makes that one. Palpreet with an attempt. Kolkata Warriors have picked up a lead, 13-11. All of a sudden, the Warriors seem to have a slight edge, while the Legends look a tad winded. But Palpreet, can he bring him back into the game remains to be seen. Naik has the rebound secure. Now back out to David Carlos. David back to Patel, and Sarge takes an attempt, rebounded by almost lost, but Udrick is unable to save the ball. So it is going to be, is it going to be Warrior ball or Legends ball? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be Legends ball. It did go off the hands of the Warriors. Palpreet takes it inside, draws the foul, but unable to make it. So he is going to go to the free throw line with 2 attempts. 2 minutes 41 on the clock. 43 on the clock. A chance to equalize the scores. Palpreet sinks the first one. Missing the second one, but Udrick is there to pick up the rebound. Lalrina takes it inside, passes it to Palpreet. Palpreet, a sweet soft touch, making it leveling scores again. 2:35. Naik from outside But Lalrina is also contesting with a much taller Saj. Fouled in the process, putting Saj on the free throw line. That would be Palpreet, who decided it will be a worthy foul indeed to stop him wherever it was, rather than let him come and go up for a sure shot. Saj makes one. And that's plucked right off from the ring itself by Palpreet. The second one is no good. So it's Udrik Pereira's turn to ensure some points on the board, but he's not able to make it, and the ball has been stripped out of Palpreet's hands. A quick touch by David Carlos. Naik asking for a screen. Not happening. Finding David near the basket. And a foul has been called. David is going to capitalize on that and go to the free throw line with 2 attempts. Missing the first one. One more opportunity for David Carlos. Sinks the second one. They're up by 2, kicking it out to Udrik. Udrik with a jumper. One more point for Aizawl Legends now with Udrik's jumper. Saj Patel tries to take it in. Palpreet is there to contest it, but Naik is there to quickly pick it up and put it back inside. Great efforts by Naik. Tries to pass deep inside to Palpreet, but Saj has a piece of that. It's going to be Legends ball. The difference continues to be 2 in favor of Warriors. And Naik has been quite instrumental in making sure that he picks it up and puts it back where it belongs. Minute and 39 on the clock, and a timeout has been called. Both teams with 9 fouls. Beyond this, it's going to be 2 free throws and a ball possession, so they would not want to go there. But it is inevitable that either of these teams will head in that direction. A lot of discussion, very animated. David Carlos talking to his mates. Coming back into play. Just a minute and 42 remains on the clock. Can the Legends pull off a victory now? Remains to be seen. They're going to have to play a smart yet aggressive form of ball. And Lalrina Rentley with a long tooth from downtown. Naik stripped there. Carlos picks it up, back up to Naik, but Palpreet is there to pick up the rebound. Keeps it secure. Another attempt, but he doesn't make it. Almost stripped. Good hustle there by Lalrina. David Carlos tries to go in and draw a foul, but Naik is there to put it back again. Once more, Naik has been very invaluable under the board, but Lalrina tries to force one there. Palpreet is there to do the same thing and did exactly what Naik did for his mates. Put it back in. Level scores again. Saj struggling. Palpreet has a piece of that. Saves the ball for his team. Lalrina back to Palpreet. Palpreet will try to pass it to Udrik. Udrik from outside for a 2, but that is not to be. But Palpreet is there to draw a foul and tries to put one off the glass. You can see the exhaustion showing on Palpreet. Udrik, all of them, they've been playing tough innings, but Palpreet is a little slow to get up, and hopefully it's no injury there. 17 apiece, tied right now, 41 seconds on the clock. Palpreet will take the free throws, 2 free throws and ball possession, which will work to Aizawl advantage right now. Sinks the first one. Another free throw to go and a ball possession for Aizawl Legends. And that's the ball possession we were talking about. From now on, every foul that they concede will give the opponent 2 free throws and a ball possession. Palpreet muscling his way in, unable to make it surge, has pulled down the rebound. Aizawl Legends very confident it's their ball. In fact, Lalrina has taken position to take that possession for his team. 31 seconds remain, a tenuous 1-point lead. Lalrina drives to the hoop off the glass, but he's not able to make it surge. Is there to pull down the rebound. David Carlos with the ball, tries to find the open man. Palpreet is there to block it. Lalrina with the ball, drops it to Palpreet. 15 on the clock. Will Palpreet take it inside and sink this one? That's what he does off the glass. A light touch. Palpreet with one more point. Aizawl Legends with a 2-point lead right now. Kicks it out to Lalrina. Lalrina will try to use this clock to his advantage. Udrik with the ball, and that's what they do. Aizawl Legends pull off a very, very close victory. And even though they lost game 1, they ensured that game 2 was theirs, and making it a little more difficult for the opponents to figure out who is going to make it to the semi-final. So it's always a little dicey when you lose one and win one. It makes it that much more difficult for the others involved in the pool. And Aizawl Legends pull off a good victory here. Kolkata Warriors did play with all the heart that they could muster, and despite the fact both teams played with 3 players, this was an interesting ball game. Both teams pushed around to the point of exhaustion. They would definitely need this much needed break right now, and that's what they would be looking forward to. We can see the highlights here, how the game unfolded, a lot of interesting moments from the game. Lalrina, Saj, Palpreet. Palpreet did have a massive job under the board, and it was not made easy by the 2 young men, Naik and Saj, both of them making it very difficult for Palpreet to have a free run. Palpreet must be near total exhaustion. David Carlos. Exchanging baskets. Those second attempt shots as well. And Naik has played a very, very crucial innings for his team. Very well done by the young man, having to pick up all that was missed and put it right back and make sure that the scoreboard kept ticking, which is what made sure that the Kolkata Warriors constantly stayed in contention. Well done to both teams. And let's go over to Rishi, who's going to be talking to some of the stars.
The first 3 games of Conference B are now over, but this last game gave us the highest fouls we have ever seen in this season. But Aizawl Legends somehow managed to win this, and I have India's best point guard with me. Lalrina, congratulations on finally winning this game. It was a tough one. What do you think?
Thank you so much. Yeah, we played our first match against the Delhi Hoopers, who were very fit and quick. And like you saw, we are only 3. So we are pretty tired after 4 or 5 minutes. And then, yeah, this game was tough as well. They don't have a sub either, but they were young, and it's their first game. But we managed to get them with experience, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Talking about the scores and talking about the fouls, what do you think that the reason for so many fouls for both the teams actually? In fact, you were one less than them. So Kolkata got 10 fouls and Aizawl got 9. But what do you think went out? Was it because you guys didn't have a sub, or was it because you've already played one game?
Yeah, we were all tired basically, so everyone is jumping on everyone. So that's the main reason. And our strategy was to attack the paint, get more fouls, and we succeeded in that.
Well, you've got a good break before your games. What is going to be the strategy for the next one?
Let's say we are only three, so we don't have much.
All right, congratulations winning this and good luck for the rest one. That was Lalrina, India's best point guard with me. It is now time for a short break. We'll be right back soon.